Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to talk about beginner electric guitar. So I've talked about acoustic. Acoustic's a little easier, I would say, to pick up as a beginner. So you mostly just have to learn chords and strumming. Electric, you have to know a lot more of the neck. You have to know a lot more of where the notes are on here and everything, because you're normally doing a lot more than just playing chords and strumming. So a lot of the beginner instruction for electric guitar, I'm going to focus on learning the notes on the neck and getting to know where each of the notes are. So we're going to start with scales, and I will have a graph, a diagram that I will put on the screen here that's going to show basically what a scale looks like, and I'll break down the pattern of a scale. So a scale, we're going to do G major here, and let me see, this amp should be on. Here we go. Alright, so a scale, this is a G major scale. Alright, so just a classic scale. The pattern for that is whole note, half note, whole note, whole note, whole note, half note. Again, reference the diagram here. On a guitar, a whole note is 2 frets. So we start on G, so that's our G note. And then we're going to go up 2. And then from there, it's another whole note, so we go up 2. So notice I go 1, 2. So we go 1, whole note, half note, we just do 1 fret. And then a whole note's there, whole note, half note. So that's the basic pattern of the scale. And then instead of playing on the same string the whole way up, I move it so that it's playing on 3 different strings, so my hand can stay in the same shape. Okay? So that's the first thing I would learn on electric. I would try just the G major scale, get that pattern down. You can reference the pattern I have there. And just keep practicing that major scale. Again, like I've said in the acoustic guitar series, use a metronome whenever you practice. That'll help you get your timing right. Set it super slow, like 60, 65 beats a minute, and just go play along with it. Try to just follow along until eventually you can do it with the metronome. And then you can start to speed it up, go a little faster with it once you feel confident. And go back down each time too, so you're going up and down. And then once you feel like you have the G scale, once you feel like you have that down, move to a different scale. So now move up to the C scale. Okay, same pattern. You're going to move up to the C. But what this does, as you're learning the notes, your fingers are getting used to playing guitar first off, especially as you're beginning electric. And then you're starting to learn where the G is, because you're starting the scale on a G every time. You learn where the C is, you're starting that every time. And you're starting to hear what the guitar sounds like. So the more you play those scales, the more you hear what it sounds like, and your ear will get more used to playing. Basically, a lot of playing by ear is just getting your hands and your ears to figure out what each other's doing. So playing scales is a great way to learn that and to pick up that skill. And then once you feel confident in that, so that's a 1 octave scale. Now we'll stretch it out to a 2 octave scale. Okay, so we'll do the first octave, and then you'll finish the rest of the octave. Okay, so that's how you're going to do the octave, and then do it again with the C. And back down. Okay, so then you'll start to get the high C. Again, since these are both E strings, the low note, the G, is the same as the G up here, and the C is the same as C up here. So you'll always start on those low and high notes. So again, always break down the scale. Wherever you're starting, do that scale. So let's say we're doing, we wanted to do an E major scale. Find an E. And again, I have another diagram that shows all the neck and each note everywhere. So pick a random note and just start there. So we're going to pick E, and let's try to find an E up here. So we're on the D string, 14th fret. We're going to do that E, and we're going to start and just do the scale pattern. So you're going to go. Okay? Just play it, and normally you can hear it. At this point, once you've played scales a little bit, you'll hear what's right and you'll hear what's wrong. So start there on the E, and just pick other random spots on the neck. That way you start to learn, okay, this E is right here because I'm starting there with my scale. And the whole time your fingers are getting more agile, more fit, and your ears getting more agile. Your ears starting to hear stuff better. So yeah, work on those scales, practice with the metronome, find a bunch of spots on the neck and start there and make a scale. That's the first exercise, the first thing I would start doing on electric. That way you're just getting used to the electric in general, getting a good idea. The next video in this series, I'm going to talk about chords and some basic chords for electric. Acoustic, you're playing a lot of stuff down here. Electric, most of the time, you're playing further up on the neck. So I'm going to show you guys some chords for up on the neck. But again, that'll take knowing the notes. So learn the scales first, start to learn the notes on the neck, and that'll make it a lot easier when we get to chords. Awesome. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you for the next one.